Okay, I just want to do a quick little intro to this video. We had, if you watched the previous video that showed the harvest of the sprouts, that was a lot of sprouts. Too much for us. So what we've decided to do is, for lack of a better term, rotation planting. And so every 8 days, I will start a new crop, but I'm going to grow them in little Ziploc containers, which you'll see coming forward in the video, on 5 by 5 square, because I think that's all we really need. You know, we don't want anything to go to waste. So little 5 by 5 squares of sprouts, and I start them every 8 days so that there's a nice constant fresh supply. So that's what we're going to show you in this video. And go check out Terra Fiber's website. It's They're amazing, these mats. Like, we're just so happy with them. Okay, that's it. Hope you're staying healthy, self-distancing or social distancing, and being aware of everything that's going on out there. Okay, bye. Okay, so like I said, we are now going to do this in little 5 by 5 squares, and they fit really perfect in these 3-cup plastic containers. So we already soaked our seeds. I don't need to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna pour 4 tablespoons of water in the little beaker, and just pour it over top and see, is that enough water? And I do believe that that should be enough water. So now I'm just going to press it like I've done in previous ones to make sure that we get. So you want to make sure you don't see any dry spots at all. Like, I still got dry spots up there. So and I don't know if you've seen the previous video, and they turned out great. Okay, so just a little bit too much, I think. So maybe 3 tablespoons would have been fine. So I'm going to go with just under 3 in this one. And hopefully that water jug was not in the way, because I can't actually see what I'm filming. So again, now I would have actually done 2 of these. It just so happened that in this whole pandemic, I didn't have 2 of that size. I have more ordered. But we being my sister and I, that was a lot of sprouts that harvested, which is great. I mean, if you have a big family, you know, that's awesome. Okay, we'll share a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking 3 tablespoons then will be just fine. And I should have brought a towel with me. Maybe I can reach because I got long arms. I do. So we decided that, you know, instead what we're going to do is start doing a rotation kind of thing. So I'm just a tad on the anal side. So I went in and I made this calendar. So basically what I'm doing is there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. In other words, you know, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm just going to circle the date as to what happened with that particular number. This is the day it was started. This is the day 4. And then this is day 14. Or if I happen to be doing mung beans, day 5. But that's how we're going to do it, so that we're constantly getting a smaller, fresh batch. We don't have to worry about it, you know, going bad in the fridge. because we have too many. We love eating salad, but not always every day. So now that we've done that, like I said, we already soaked our beans. So I'm just gonna, I forgot just how much these peas expand. So I did a 1/4 cup, but I probably didn't need that much. So, but they're not expensive, so I don't mind putting these ones out in the compost. You never know. They may grow. It's compost. So those are done. And just gonna put our sunflower seeds. I only did 3 tablespoons because I do want them to be, you know, not jam-packed, right? I think we get a better chance. So I'm not going to go into make you watch me do this whole thing here. I will come back as soon as I've finished. Okay, so I got all of those. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. And there's our peas. Don't want to tilt it too much. And I mean, overnight, you can already see the tails coming out in them overnight from having been soaked. So then what we're going to do, we got this 6-liter clear little box that we weren't using for anything. So it's going to make a perfect little dome for us. And like you've seen in videos before, the first 4 days, you need to cover them up and keep them in the dark to get them to germinate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to stay in the dark and germinate. You're still going to check on them every day and spritz as necessary, because you want to make sure that they've got a damp, moist medium to grow in without drowning them, of course. So there we have the start of the new plan, and we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited about it because the mat itself in the other one worked fabulously. We were so impressed with that. So this just gives us a way to just take a step back, because there's just the 2 of us and we can only eat so much. And as you can see, we have a ton of stuff. We have a ton of lettuce, and that's our celery there in the background. We call it the Barbie celery. We have parsley and kale and chives that just never cease to stop growing. So we have a lot of really cool hydroponically grown on the counter veggies, which, you know, in what we're going through right now, just for posterity's sake, I will say it, you know, it is 2020 in April, and the whole world is going through the COVID-19 pandemic, and most of us are in isolation. So it's pretty cool to be able to grow your own organic, you know, green stuff to be able to eat that has a lot of nutrients in it. So we're not worried. You know, we do have freezer full of food, etc., but we're not worried if we, you know, can't get groceries, because we are growing some really good stuff. So there we have it, and I will show a video at the end as we watch them grow every day, and then we'll have a little harvesting video at the end so you can see what that looks like as well. So please check out Terra Fiber's website if you have any inclination to cleanly grow sunflower sprouts or pea sprouts, broccoli, radish, etc. The mats do work awesome. I'm actually going to try next a mung bean experiment. because I really want to get fresh mung beans and fat ones. But there's too much in the store. I mean, we just need like the handful for the stir fry. So we're thinking, okay, if I can grow mung beans on a 5x5 mat, it only takes 4 or 5 days to grow them. So you kind of plan your stir fry 5 days out, and there you go. Okay, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay. Okay, so we are on. Let me just get up here. It is Thursday, so we are on day 3. So we're going to take this off. Now these got spritzed last night, so you can see it's totally wet on there, and everybody's got their little guys starting to come. The peas grow a little bit faster. Oops. So we're just going to spritz these guys. Even though the mats are wet, you still want to keep the seeds just a little moist. And I will spritz them 2 or 3 times a day. Okay. There we go. Ever have your spritzer just kind of do that to you? It's rather frustrating. So they have germinated now, but it's only day 3, so we're going to put them back under the dome, and again put them back in the dark. So what I'll be doing from now on is just taking a picture of where they're at each day, and then tomorrow on day 5, not tomorrow, but day 5, then we will take them out of the dark, but leave them underneath the dome to keep them still in that greenhousey type of atmosphere. And then when they start to get, you know, fairly high, that's when we can now take them out and take the dome off and put them under the grow lights and just let them do their thing. So that's where we're at with the new little system. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy. Okay, so this is part of the new experiment, because this guy is, you know, actually quite tall. So now I'm going to attempt to harvest them and get them out of here so that I can snip them all off and put them in a little colander. So I'm a little challenged with my camera setup today, so you just have to deal with it. But here we go. So I have a spatula. I'm going to take this spatula, put this on my knee, and see if I can flip it out of there. So you don't actually have to see that. You'll just see the result. Okay, not bad. Ooh. Oh, and there we go. Oh my goodness. Look how freaking cool that looks. It's just, they're just standing up like little troopers. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip them all off, you know, right at that level, which is going to leave all of this behind on the mat, the Terra Fiber hemp mat. And then you just, like, we here on Vancouver Island, we don't have an actual like compost outside. What we do is we compost in the house, and that gets picked up every week. So that's where I'll throw this. But I mean, that would just, you know, go into your, if you have an outside compost, it would be fabulous. So we'll see if I can snip, because it's a little difficult sometimes for me to snip. But I'm going to give it my best shot here. Okay, not bad. But not getting long ones, that's for sure. Oh, that's better. But those of you that don't have issues with your hands, well, you know, not have a huge problem. So don't worry about that. But so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to snip all of those off. Put them in a little colander. Don't they look lovely? And then you're going to store them in your fridge. You're going to, they're not wet, because I don't spritz them when I know I'm going to harvest them, because you don't want to store them wet. Just put them in an airtight container in the fridge, and they'll last 4 to 5 days. And they'll be brilliant. And then, like I said, you're going to take this bottom part and throw it in the compost, and it'll be lovely. Okay, that's all we need to know. Have a great day. Hi. If you like these videos, click the subscribe button. It's over there on the bottom. But you can also click the playlist for other videos in the gardening series, when we're just trying to grow food at home, and have fun. So stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. Okay, bye.